Hi.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Figure It Out.
That's what we do here. We figure things out.
Sometimes, right?
You know,
That one time we did.
I would also shift, it came from the collection up. So as I'm bringing up chats, right, it wouldn't actually cover that up.
We're figuring it out as we speak.
In real time.
Real time and in living color.
Where else will we get that?
Terrific. You can't buy this kind of entertainment.
You really can't, but maybe soon with memberships. Just saying.
Hello,
Papa
Father.
Kukovic.
Hey, John. I'm assuming that we're going to be seeing a lot of musical tastes on what your father has poisoned your mind with tonight, Mikey.
Only time will tell, Jeff. Only time will tell.
Yeah, roboting. Thank God I restarted everything and cleared up my browser and cleared history. Sweet. All right.
Oh my God.
In and out of
Is a liquid
consciousness.
cybernetic organism.
Shane, is that because you're super high or you're sick or you're both?
Shane started a new job today, so congrats to Shane. Got a great new job, so he's been working his ass off today.
Right on, Shane. Congrats, Shane.
Yeah. Homeboy deserves a win, so.
Thank you, Stacy.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
She's like your meat.
Justin Booth. We'll keep highlighting people as we see him in the chat.
Look at this! Look at this variation of the thumbnail with him. Just a slight tweak.
A little slight, just
a little,
just
a click of the dial. One channel over.
Yeah.
And then Thursday Night Thunder, I think, is still going. They have a really good episode with their horrible sequels.
Yep. They're raining down the thunder for sure.
They are definitely raining down the thunder again, man.
Oh, I saw they had Bad Santa 2, and I don't think that belongs on the list because Christina Hendricks and all of her accessories are in that movie.
I don't even think I watched Bad Santa 2.
You don't need to watch the movie. Just watch the Christina.
But for that sold me on watching it because Christina Hendricks.
There's the internet for that, so you can just skip the movie and win it.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
100%.
And then you're definitely gonna want to watch Firefly after that.
I have a whole vault of Christina Hendricks.
You and every other red-blooded American male that enjoys girls.
Anybody over the age of 20 and is into ladies, you've got it going on upstairs when it counts.
Yeah, that vault has many an episode in there.
Subrooms, basements,
all of it.
All of it.
Breakfast nooks.
Shout out to Mega Powers, man, because over 200 again, and then they hit what, Mikey, 238, 230?
238 is what I saw. They might have gone higher than that even. I don't know, but right on, bro.
More power to them. That's awesome that they are getting up there. That is great.
That's fucking amazing. So, and then of course, our little show's growing here, and we appreciate everyone in chat.
We are all getting a boost after each episode, whether it be watch time or sub. So thank you very much for that.
Especially as we were bouncing around from channel to channel.
This is what the kids do.
Thanks for hanging in there with us while we bounce.
Yeah, please no gang signs. Thank you.
You talking about this?
What are we talking about? We're going to talk about, the meat. I guess we should talk about that. The meat for the Attaining Awesome Albums. Like, what would we recommend to somebody? You're stuck on a desert island, end of the world scenario, or just life. Like, have you ever listened to this album? Like, what would you recommend?
Yeah.
You're going on the ultimate road trip, and you're like, "Fuck, I need music."
Yeah, not necessarily like the most influential albums, because for me that changes the album very drastically.
Same.
The albums that shaped us is probably different than 5 albums we wouldn't mind being stuck with while the world burns.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. And then as you guys bring those up, we're going to highlight them throughout the show. We'll star them. We'll keep them in there. And at the end, once we go through our lists, before we do honorable mentions, we'll go over the chat and what you guys got to say.
Hell yeah.
But let's just get into our first segment. Let's go GTFO. How about that?
Let's do it.
There we go.
Zach, you want to start us off?
You know what? I can. Let's see.
You always have such tasty entrances.
He does.
I do. I like that song. Just stuck in my head too. Let's see if I can get this over here.
Holy stack!
Oh,
I didn't get a whole lot, but yeah.
Well, that's not the bad one though.
I think Amazon. I would like the bad one too, but if I had to pick, then I want this one.
Yeah.
So right when I'm thinking about quitting McFarlane, I get me that Christopher Reeves there, and I like this one. So I'm looking forward to playing with little Reeves.
So just when you think you're out, load back in.
Then Mikey actually saw me crack open a bunch of these. I got a whole bunch of Mythic Legions because I am very dumb. So that's only a couple.
Irresponsibility heavily encouraged on this channel.
Very, very irresponsible with money. So there's 2 of them. Now let's get Stacy Hatch all sick for me swinging the camera around.
Just swing in.
Show you kind of what I'm messing with over here. So I'm going to do a shot with 78 points of articulations dio there. I'm going to work on a little scene.
Yeah.
And I heard this is what I was boiling and popping as I was talking to Mikey while I was very sick 2 nights ago. And I just love, again, their articulation sucks, blah, blah, blah. Their sculpt, their paints on these figures are fucking amazing, man.
It's glorious. That one gives me like strong, like Vlad the Impaler from Bram Stoker's Dracula vibes.
Yeah, but I wanted this like
Oxblood red is.
Oh man. Always. Well, that red metallic knight we were looking at online was also badass.
It's wicked.
Hey, real quick, there are 41 of you watching this, and I just want to say thank you. And if you get a minute, hit that like button when you can, or don't.
Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your aunts.
Tell everybody.
Ring the bell.
Yeah, I got like 1 little white tabard crusader back there, and I got 4 of the black tabard, just the reverse.
That's cool.
Whatever. But I've got a scene that I want to set up and maybe do something like my Doc Knock with a little more production, aka ninja.
Yeah. Are you going to go with the some of the named Crusaders as well, or are you just sticking in with those?
Just with these.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you get more of that corridor, though, when 78 making you some more of that corridor.
Saying it's gonna be a lot of corridor that needs filling.
You're gonna need 3
or 4
of them.
It's gonna be this room. That's it, and I'll be creative.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And I'll be very creative in these shots. Is what I'll be doing. No, but my next dio, I don't want to talk about until it shows up here. But I think most people know I'm getting rooftop dio too.
Yeah.
So hopefully I see that here in a month, maybe. And I might do the opening on our show. Do that again.
I've asked Duarte to cook something up for me, and we're working on a price still, but it should be pretty amazing. So
yeah, Duarte, Chef Duarte.
Well, if it's Duarte or 78, I mean, I don't think there's any question that it's going to be amazing. Yeah, they do incredible work.
But yeah, speaking of customs, I mean, we have a lot of talent, in our community. I'm going to use that word. Take it.
We do.
But yeah, Gun Bunny Customs, man, has put out some fucking fire lately. Nikatronis,
so good.
He's not in here, but like those Dreadnought trikes, man, those look so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
J-Mac and Mime. What's up?
J-Mac has a very important question for you, Zakainen.
Can you highlight that one? I'm probably a little too far down. What end of the picture behind you with the dude holding the chick's tits? Oh, I just move it around. I just rotate him, J-Mac. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know to watch for that.
Gen 13, man. I'm always rotating around. Which, you know what? My mirror on my I just noticed that. It's doing that on the mirror my camera. Don't mirror my camera. How about that? You jerks. StreamYard.
It's not mirrored for us.
Problems tonight with technology.
I just flipped it around for me. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? Guys, I got a lot of cold medicine going through me, so get ready for it.
Doped up, y'all.
Some might say his inner monologue about technology is broken tonight. Everybody just nod and smile.
Oh my God. So anyway, that was I'm done. Who wants to go next?
That was a good one.
Mikey, what do you got?
I got
some stuff, Mikey.
I got a thing. Check this out. No, but check it out.
No, check it out.
No, really.
No, for realsies.
Check
Hey,
out my Dolly toy.
There you go, buddy.
Boom. Comic shop finally got in Wolverines.
That grin is so fucking cool, man. I was really tempted to grab that. Here, let's try this layout real quick here.
And I was fortunate enough, I brought in some stuff to trade, so I had some shop cred that I didn't have to spend money on it.
That's always a good thing. Shameless plug. I did make a video about how to deal with comic shops and collectible shops on my channel. If you ever want to check that out.
Threaten them, but not with physical violence.
That's right. Make sure you trade a vamp for a $30 Walmart NECA figure, all right?
Mikey got a new sub.
Yeah.
I did?
Tristan, Pacific Rim.
How's it going, Tristan?
Got Mo in the house here.
Mo!
I saw Jeff Wheat for a moment. I think he might be lurking quietly.
I'm very behind. But I just got up to Skelly. What's up, Skelly?
That's a good person to hover on. Hey, Skelly.
I love they were doing Maximum Overdrive, right? Slamming that price point on that Spider-Man deal. And she's all dressed out in webs. Her chair had the webbing on it.
Yeah, she went like full theme. I was impressed.
She was theme appropriate, and I love that shit.
It was a pretty good shirt.
Frankie,
his wings are kind of soft.
I have an extra Deadpool Wolverine. If you want it, I appreciate that. I've been passing on a lot of stuff, J Mac, just because I'm like, I just wanted the grin for the head sculpt. I'm like, man, do I really need that figure? I've been working on keeping my collection more trim here lately, as I buy 5 or 6 Mythic Legions and a Cosmic Legion.
Sure.
Hey, Zach, I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit. We've got Jeff Mo asking how do we use different size heads on different size neck pieces, and with Mikey here, I figure he might be the best to answer that.
No, that's a good one.
No, depending on how it is, like if they're like Hasbro heads that have different size, like, neck balls.
Yeah, Legends.
You can either waller it out with a Dremel, or if it's too big, you put a little fabric tack is what I use, because it's semi-liquid and dries and it never sets, so you could just peel it out if that's ever an issue. Those are my typical methods.
Which this one, Mikey, on this ball for the Cosmic Mythic Legions is huge. You definitely have to waller it out for. I tried putting both a classified. I tried doing a Legends head on there. Wasn't even remotely close.
Damn. Yeah, you gotta waller it out.
So there's a lot of head swaps that I don't want to do that on if I want to reuse the head.
Yeah.
This gives like strong Pog vibes. You guys remember Pogs?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of, even though it's obviously way too thin.
But yeah, I mean, back in the day, I love this because that's what the toy had, and I fucking love that. Everything lenticular, which again, I'm going to bitch real quick about why Classified didn't do this with the fucking bats on their internals on the robots.
They don't love you.
It's such a fucking missed opportunity. Also, I put a link in the private chat, fellas, if anyone wants to put that in the main chat for some sticky adhesive that I use for my shit too. So just from Amazon. It's like $10 for a whole 100 of them. But
this dude's glorious.
Yeah.
I love this. I had to get this one because they've not done one in the literal little orange, and this screams Pride of the X-Men to me, and that is just such a guilty pleasure. Australian Wolverine is just too much.
Wolverine.
Oh, she's just a kid. I love that shit. That cracks me up.
That link might have been way too big. So
let me see if I can get a refined one.
Or just put the search that you used on Amazon.
It's from my receipts. So.
Them receipts? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's what I got.
Not bad, Michael.
Boop. Yeah.
All right, Jeff, what you got?
So we're continuing my adventure with Mayfex Hush, and I picked up the Scarecrow. Got this last March when it went up for pre-order. Hey, Mikey. And it finally got here. So there's that. Had a rather horrible time with the Riddler yesterday or a day or two ago. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. So
no, this one's going to be amazing.
Did you do a review on your channel, Jeff, on the Riddler, or just the part?
Not yet, because I'm still having some issues with some software, so I haven't really been like throwing the videos out like I've been wanting to. Because it amounts to like 3 hours of frustration of why this fucking thing isn't working, and then me not figuring it out and just going, fuck this. So, good times.
Oh, I want Judge Dredd Pogs.
It's definitely got that new plastic smell.
AJ.
I don't know about that. It's not a good time right now. It's really
no, it's that fresh Wuhan smell.
What?
It's
no.
It smells like petrol.
No.
Can we say that? Demonetized? I don't even know.
So that is a fucking awesome head sculpt as opposed to the goddamn Riddler that came out.
I told you this one was going to be way better.
I doubted it after the other day because I was like, fuck, this is some bullshit. Like, so that's the Jonathan Crane. Like, I can't think of the actor or musician's name, but it kind of looks like him.
The guy from Harry Potter.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Also, since I saw KJ out here,
God damn it, Woody, you're too good to me.
I'm gonna shout out the highly posable guys here on Friday nights, man. Him, 78 points. Those guys on fucking Fridays are a fucking hoot, man.
Yeah, that's a really good show.
Guys out.
It's very entertaining.
If you follow KJ on Instagram, he's the master of memes. Holy shit.
But came with some awesome hands, and not as many hands as normally it comes with the Mayfex, which is fine, but like this other head sculpt is fucking the bee's goddamn knees.
There you go.
Oh, that is good.
That's
damn.
How fucking terrifying that is, dude. That's a fucking awesome, isn't it? Like, I am very pleased with this. So
does this one make up for the Riddler? Is it good enough that it levels them out?
Kinda. Like, I'm still thinking about selling that Riddler. Like, that's how bad it is for me.
You should. If it doesn't bring you joy, get the fuck rid of it.
I mean, it does, because like I'm finishing up the Hush line, and like I'm that.
Jeff, don't make excuses for it. If it doesn't bring you joy, cut it.
All right, you're right. Anybody want to buy a Riddler?
It's a really great figure, everybody. It's a really good...
super great. Can't complain at all about it. Ignore my Instagram post. It's fine. Just move along. Because clearly it will just be fucking joyous praise about it, not what's wrong with it.
You're not gonna want to miss it, everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Boom. You can go to next segment.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do the next segment. Boom.
Terrifying.
The next segment that I'll go first on.
Boop,
right.
Boop, doop.
Beep, bap, boop.
Let me get to there. I'm just going to go. We were talking about, kit bashing and neck pegs. This one is probably my little more ambitious one here. Let's go. Yeah.
Nice.
So this cable, I took the Marvel Legends, the movie, the Josh Brolin head that I fucking love. And I just savaged a whole bunch of Valiverse parts. This is another one I was doing with Mikey going, hey, how do I do this? Hey, how do I do that? So I took an Elite Praetorian arm and I took that left arm and took the butterfly joint from it, which you really can't see that part except for the very back. which I kind of got lucky that would even go into this buck. I can't remember what the main buck is. I've taken so many of these fucking things apart. But from the boots, the legs, and everything, I swapped out arms, a little more bicep. I put classified shoulders guards from whatever that fucking 2-pack was, the steel core, I think is what they call it.
Steel core.
I gave him a boom box, and I shout out to It's Chad for turning him on to Toy Hacks, because I bought a whole bunch of stickers of Cobra Decepticons, and I immediately put my first one in that boom box.
Thanks a lot, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Boom box. Toy Hacks.
Toy Hacks is where I got the stickers from. The boom box, I think, was just on Amazon somewhere. They had a red one and a blue one, so I just snagged that.
Does it have turbo bass?
It has to, right? It has to.
I would hope. Otherwise, you wasted your goddamn money.
But in all my Valiver stuff, my recent laser pants over here, that's on the Atlas buck, and I took I think it's Rowdy Roddy's They Live shirt, I think.
Oh, okay.
From that wrestler, that soft goods Velcro, and I threw it onto there, and I used a Kevin Owens head for laser pants.
It's pretty good.
So now I got little tiny laser pants. Well, it's the sunglasses. Like, take sunglasses off. It doesn't have quite his eyes. I got to get in there with some paint and just go blue, just go pew.
Yeah, his nose is more like mine. It's not an LP nose for sure.
So yeah, but then transformed all of a sudden just with those glasses.
Zach HGC has a message for you.
Yeah, Winter Soldier head, one of my bone collector. Yeah, I mean, it's just those little simple things. Like this one I showed before is just that WWE Basics Rhea onto a Warpath Eclipse, and I get a Gridiron Studios Pulse rifle.
Oh, you shill.
Yeah, sorry, Gridiron Gang.
Oh my God. It's Gridiron stuff with Valiverse parts. It's going to explode.
I will do it all day long. Just kind of love the head sculpt. But I mean, those pop and swaps work well when they just pop right on. More Valiverse shilling.
That explains the red moon. Yeah.
I gave that with a black, Century or something or whatever Valiverse figure, and I put the coat for the Marvel Legends and the head sculpt for Marvel Legends right on there, and I'm going to switch that coat out probably for one of those what was it, GPS lots or something.
Oh yeah,
I'll probably do that because that coat really hinders the articulation. Yeah, like Jeff's got.
It's fucking amazing, by the way.
Here, I'll put you big real quick. Yeah, that one I think would work real well.
Need to give me one of them
with that. So I'll change that out. But that's what I like about being able to just a pop and swap, man. Just sit there.
You know we are, Scott. It's coming.
Switch that stuff out and then done. It's just fun. It just brings more playability and life to your figures, man. Like the figure's not quite what you want. Well, just change it out with something else.
Just a little part swappage. You on the bottom. Did you have a question?
Sir, who the fuck is Rhea Ripley?
This wrestler, WWE Basics.
Yeah, fucking years. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I mean, people have asked that. Like, where the hell's that at? 'Cause I mean, I don't know a whole lot of wrestlers, but she also comes out to Motionless in White, and I really like that band. So I'm like, who the hell's this wrestler? And man, she's kind of thick.
I've been watching a lot of the biography interviews with wrestlers, and my old school wrestling knowledge fucking getting pretty good, boys. But modern stuff, I'm like, yeah.
Oh yes, Ratty brings this up. I think someone else said that Rhea's got a Call of Duty skin too. Now I don't play that game either. The travesties. Oh, there's Scott. Are we talking music? We're going to get there, Scott.
We are
get there.
Mikey, what do you got from your collection, bud?
I got a thing. He's working on it.
Wait a minute.
What is this?
Wait a minute.
I have a 1977 brochure for Pontiacs.
That's awesome.
That's pretty
cool. At a a local shop that had a bunch of 1977's GM stuff. Like somebody probably came from a car dealership or something, had sales ads and stuff. But I like 77 because I had a 76 Le Mans, and 77 looks identical except for the grill.
Except for the grill, yo.
And that one is the color mine was, Roman red.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Jeff, you got a question from JMac about where'd you get that Punisher from? Probably that and the coat.
This is the 2-pack from the Bushwhacker one. Fucking Retro Freaks boys like showed up at my house after the Dobby stream, and they were like, "Hey, we got you some stuff," and like they brought me some lamps for the house and everything else. And the director was like, "I know you fucking wanted this," and tossed it at me rudely.
Nice.
So
yeah, Robert definitely likes that Fury coat with the Punisher.
Yeah, then Robert had that. He posted that picture of the jacket, and I was like, "I'm gonna do that." And I had $15 in the time, so.
That's another thing to stop Mikey for a second is everyone's sharing all this stuff and it just stimulates our creativity. And we're like, man, I love that. And then we all kind of shout each other out.
Before we do anything, I have a question. I got a box from Big Bad Toy Store yesterday. I checked my credit card. I checked my bank account. It shows up on my fucking Big Bad Toy Store, but I got 3 of these. I got the 3-pack in the mail. I don't know why they showed up. Like, my name, everything is legit on the box. There's no charge to any form of payment card that I have.
Someone sent you some, maybe?
Dude, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, I mean, most of our friends are in here, so I'm like, hey, fuckers, which one of you did this so I can thank you? Like,
which one of you motherfuckers did that so we can thank you? God damn it. Let him know.
Who did it?
Also, jerk.
Show yourself.
Jerk. It just blew me away. Like, the kindness and the generosity, you know? So just.
All right. Sorry we cut you off, Mikey.
No, it's fine. It's for the show.
It's for the show.
For the show. It's for the show. It's for the show. Anyways, so this is it. In this was this neat little great economy in the 77 great ones, which just shows you how
that's fucking cool.
Gas mileage and stuff. But it's cool.
What was the gas mileage on yours?
Mine would have been, let's see here.
I'm very interested.
Except Safari. It's a base V8 5-liter 2-barrel, so 16 and 23.
On a good fucking day.
Right?
On a good day.
On a good
without groceries.
Day.
With the wind behind you.
Wheezing the entire fucking time.
Scott, what are you doing over here? Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, Magnum TA, the Road Warriors, Ric Flair, by God, Ric Flair, woo.
Right, Scott.
What are you doing, Scott?
Is Scott summoning a demon or something? What's going on?
I think that's what was happening. Is he was summoning a demon, I'm pretty sure.
On some kind of...
Don't do the witch's work, Mikey.
All right. Jeff, I think you got some It Came From the Collection time.
I do. I have the Raven from Mask. In case you haven't been picking this up, the last few episodes have been Mask related for me because I found the box with Mask. So we do this. We pop these doors. Pop this in the back. Pop the wheels down. There are like shooty guns that flip up from the tires, but this thing is older than Mikey, and I kind of want to be careful with it, so I'm just glad that the strings work in the first place on the back. But it also fires discs. I didn't have anywhere to put the discs, so
are they compact?
I put them in the car. Huh?
Are they compact?
They are not. They are a razor. Yeah. But like you would pull this back and then release, and like a buzzsaw would go out, and your friend Chris would fucking catch it in his eye.
Yeah, Boba Fett style.
Like it's no joke. Like as far as like mechanism and like force this thing pushes out, like it's.
I'm surprised they allowed that after the whole Battlestar Galactica. And
that's what I'm saying.
Shit, yeah,
it's like Battlestar Galactica level of fuck your kid up if you're not smart.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But yeah, it's fucking cool, man. Like, yeah, I love Mask. I go on this speech about Mask almost every week. I'm not going to. It's one of my favorite pieces. When Thunderhawk was too old to keep going, because I played the shit out of that thing, this became my new like hero vehicle, and like
Well, it's a black Corvette that fucking transforms into another fucking vehicle. I mean, it's just fucking badass.
It's
so
pretty
Sean Murphy that wrote The White Knight, Batman the White Knight, he has the 89 Batmobile in it. And I don't know if anybody else caught it, but the front end flips up to be a buoyant boat. And in an interview, he was a Mask fan, and that's why he gave it that. Like the wheels fold down, and oh man, it's so fucking cool. So
Talib lost that disc day one.
Yeah, no shit. That's what happens.
Didn't catch it on the other side. Swallowed
right? But oh man, it was so cool to see that when I was older in a comic book that I love, and just gives me the warm and fuzzies. So that's all I got.
Pretty cool.
And yeah, we'll see what the loyal subjects do. Mask. Ramen Racer's been putting some stuff out.
I'm very skeptical of loyal subjects and their take on Mask.
Oh,
yeah.
It's one of those things, man. I gotta wait for some stuff to come out and then probably reviews on that before I'd like jump on something.
Yeah, this is my G.I. Joe, right? So like I'm gonna be very critical of it, and I might start calling whatever the fuck this scale is the New Lord scale if it's not good enough.
Ooh.
The New Testament scale.
Yeah.
The New Testament scale. I see. Same Lord, different priorities.
That's right.
Nice.
And JMK, I've got one. I think it's Mythic Legions, their Iron Jaw. So their Trap Jaw homage. Oh, I take that back. And I got, but personally. So, I mean, I've got that one. And I've got that Manny Faces version of theirs.
We looked at some of those the other night. Those are really badass.
They're fucking cool. I mean,
Skeletor was sick.
Their He-Man was amazing too when it came out. It's just too bad that he costs $800 now.
Too much.
I've looked at the
second version with a bear is coming soon, so.
Yeah, give me some more of that. Yeah, the Hordak homage that's gonna be coming out. I'm probably gonna end up getting 2 of those.
I thought that was Matt Tracker when I saw that the first time. I was like, that's really weird that they're honoring Mask. But on the other hand, fuck, here's my money. And then somebody was like, it's Hordak. No, well, fuck that then.
Yeah, but you can, again, with Mask, I mean, there's the way they do those repaints. You can do whatever the fuck you want with them, man. That's what I really like about them.
You're not wrong at all.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, yeah, New Testament. Yeah, now we're talking here, Kaiju.
Yep.
Into the pit. Well, hell, let's just do that. Let's just jump into that segment. You guys ready for that? For the meat?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The big thing with this is it's not a specific song. Like we didn't talk about this, but when I was creating my list, I wanted to have a minimum of 3 songs that came from that album, right? Most albums, I can't remember more than 2 or 3.
Sure.
Because that's most albums nowadays are like that. Like you'll get 1, maybe 2 fucking songs on there that are fucking bangers.
You're going to get the singles. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Right. For example, Americana from The Offspring. There's like 4 songs I know on that, and then even more. I don't know about anybody else, but that's just an example.
So yeah, that was one of my criteria when I did this. We didn't talk about this. I didn't do compilations either.
Oh.
Right. Like a best of. Well, I mean, that's kind of, yeah.
I did.
I did as well.
Don't worry, Jeff. I did.
If you guys
did, I made a separate set of rules for myself, but same idea. So mine was, if these are going to be 5 albums that I would not mind having till the end of time, or 5 that I would say, like, if you've not ever heard this album, you should absolutely listen to it, then I need to own it on vinyl. So that cut mine down. That took out some Metallica. That took out some Alice in Chains. So narrowed mine down quite a bit. So I did allow compilations, but I limited myself in another way.
I gotcha. I didn't do that because, yeah, I mean, compilations of my favorite bands would make sense because, yeah, I took off multiples of my same band. It's like, well, shit, they're on here, here, and here, and here. But that's cool, like I said. And then I've got,
and I wasn't going to. I was going to stay away from that. Right. I was going to stay away from that and be like, no, if I'm going to say this artist, then I need to pick one album. And then I was like, one way to narrow down this list a little bit would be to do compilations so I can do that. So that was why I did it. It was a total
no, that's fine. I totally get that. And actually, they'll probably help us out with repeats here.
I looked at my phone and like I have a couple of playlists and things like that. I'm like, okay, what do I got? And like, there's a couple of albums on there that are like start to finish. I'll listen to that all the way in the car. Like typically, like there's an Arizona soundtrack that I'll listen to when I drive back to Arizona, and like most of those will be seen tonight. So,
I'll lead it off here. Oddly enough, yeah, we're not going to do any music or sound clips tonight because that would just be silly. We're going to play like less than 3 seconds of a fucking song.
Yeah. You just play the first second. You're like, oh man, that intro is so good. Bam. Yeah. All right, yeah, there it is. Back in Black. Love it.
So what we are going to do is we are going to post links to the albums in the chat. So you guys will be able to, if you really want to, you can copy these and do whatever you want and see what drives us for music.
And I probably won't do that.
Me and Mikey wants to do that. This fuckers enjoy.
Yeah. Zakainen was very fucking sick, so we barely got this shit done.
There you go. All right, that's
fair enough.
So we'll go here, and I will share this screen. All right, so we'll start off by number 5 here.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one.
This one right here. I had to limit myself on my genres too, because I grew up with a lot of stuff from the 60s. So I'm not going to name a whole bunch of bands because there might be another one on here, but there was a heavy influence, let's just say, during this time period. So for me, let me get you to the back. I could not find I was trying to get back art for a lot of these too. Let's do this here. You stop screen and I'll share screen again because I don't know how to do it otherwise. Just for the listing of what these are. So, and there's a whole bunch of different renditions. I found this shit out. This is the CD that I ended up having as a young man. Actually, it's a fucking cassette tape is what I ended up having. But Purple Haze is just a fucking banger. I mean, I think of Jimi Hendrix. I think of this. Manic Depression. Hey Joe is a brilliant fucking song. So there's 2 right off the bat. Love or Confusion, May Us Be Loved. May Us Be Loved's pretty good. I Don't Live Today. I'd have to listen to them again to even tell you what those songs are. But then The Wind Cries Mary, Third Stone from the Sun, and Foxy Lady, followed up by Are You Experienced? This probably just should be number 1 because there's so many fucking bangers on this that I fucking love. They're on a lot of my playlists.
There's a lot of bangers there.
But like, holy shit, he's got a wide array of albums, but the Are You Experienced one for me was the one. If I was going to recommend Jimi Hendrix, that would be it.
No, it's a solid pick. I mean, there's only like really 2 that would be on like the greatest hits that aren't on there for me.
Yeah.
That's all on the Watchtower and Red House.
All on the Watchtower,
Red House is like top dog for me. I absolutely love Red House. Full blues. Oh my God, so good.
But yeah, All Along the Watchtower, hands down, is one of the best songs of all fucking time.
Oh man, that solo is just.
I know it's tough. I was like, what album is that one? Oh well, shit. Well, that sucks.
No, Are You Experienced is the best choice. I actually in high school, one of our projects was to take an album and make a new cover for it, and this was the album that I chose.
Remove that.
Great album.
Yeah, my list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is of course floating, but I'm gonna lead off with that one.
Solid pick.
Mikey, I think you're up.
Okay. Well, for me, compilation.
Here.
Sam Cooke, Portrait of a Legend. Sam Cooke, one of my absolute favorite musicians of the 1960s, the lead singer of the Soul Stirrers, one of the most soulful voices of the time. Absolutely love Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke, Portrait of a Legend. This is a double LP. It is a massive, massive compilation of Sam Cooke's greatest hits. And I mean, it's just so many good songs, and like really for whatever mood you're in, there's a Sam Cooke song that goes with it. Like, you know, right now you like Cupid or Dance the Night Away, but you want a little more serious, change is going to come, So this is my first entry, Sam Cooke, Portrait of a Legend. And so I can say I promised it and said it, there's a little licorice pizza for you.
Look at that.
There you go.
I'm sorry, Scott Hughes. Look away.
Oh.
What's up, War Chest?
That's mine. Jeff, you're up, buddy.
I am up. So this is an album that kind of means it's near and dear to my heart. Like, I can't name any of the songs. I just know that it means something to me and kind of my family. My oldest cousin Raymond, who is basically my little brother, overdosed on fentanyl right before I moved out to Oklahoma. And at his funeral, we played this. We played this album from start to finish, and like, it just meant a lot. That entire album, Morning View, just all of it. It's a song I listen to when I'm thinking of him. It's that album goes on when I'm thinking of him and his brothers, and just there's a lot of good things associated with that album, a lot of sad things, but that's the point of music. It's that is the point of music. And like,
oh, definitely.
This is the last time I drove to Arizona. This album started as soon as I hit Flagstaff, and Flagstaff going back home, and I was able to finish it once I got home. Once I made it to my parents' driveway, the album stopped. So, yeah, that album means a tremendous amount to me and sort of my family all at the same time. So,
very cool. Very cool.
That is a solid one right there.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway.
No, man, music attaches to emotions. They're synonymous in my book. You can't talk about music without getting into emotion. It's what it is. It's the audio version of an emotion. I love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, it's intrinsic to, I don't know, I guess all three of us. I just kind of assume everybody, man. It's like Instagram. When someone's posting up videos of their collections, I don't care what it is, or even a workout video, if they nail the fucking song with it too, I'm like, fuck. It just makes that so much fucking better.
Yeah, no doubt.
I have recently found a song called Get Fucked, and I've been throwing it on things that I don't like for Instagram posts, and it's great, and I love it.
There you go.
There you go.
Boom.
Let's see if I can. I'm trying to get this to where. Okay, I should be able to do it this way. All right, number 4, gentlemen.
4. It feels torn out.
Share. This was pretty definitive. Well, I'll say formative for me on there. Iron Maiden, which wouldn't be considered heavy metal to today's standards. This was heavy metal for me. And as it got into Somewhere in Time, first of all, this cover is a fucking banger. Let me just say that. This is the whole fold out art. Like, I got the cassette and I was like, oh, look at this little tiny, little pull out for the cassette. The album had to be fucking like badass over here. You got the band over here, like in handcuffs. There's Bruce Dickinson looks like in handcuffs over here. They always have
8 in the bottom.
They have a throwback to other album covers, throughout their stuff, like Icarus over here on the side of the building, Power Slave back here, I love the shit out of their art. But on top of that, if I had to pick an Iron Maiden album, and it was tough for me to find like 3 or more with my criteria. But yeah, Got Somewhere in Time, Wasted Years is one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs. I don't know if it's number 1. It just kind of changes, but Wasted Years is always kind of floating around number 1 for me. Then Heaven Can Wait. When I ran, and it wasn't often because fuck running, when I would do that, or I would bike, I would have The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner playing. I fucking love the shit out of that song. Just for that reason. Just being alone, just not in my own headspace. I love that fucking song. And then Stranger in a Strange Land. I love me some Iron Maiden. I'm getting goosebumps talking about this album. And it was everything. It was the art it was the song. It was everything about this album. Just fucking nailed it for me.
It's a great fucking album, dude.
If I was going to recommend Iron Maiden, this would be like my, hey, try this album out first. And then hopefully that'll segue. You like the first 2 that didn't have Bruce Dickinson, Iron Maiden and Killers with the other singer is fucking amazing. Maiden. That is my number 4. Boop.
That's a good one.
It's a great one. Yeah.
Mikey, what you got?
All right. Second entry, artist compilation, but this is Greatest Hits Sun Records.
Hell yeah.
I had Johnny Cash. I had Elvis. I love Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lewis is probably the artist that I have the most vinyl of, excluding 45s, because if we go 45s, it's Sam Cooke.
Oh,
and
really?
then and then Roy Orbison. So this just kind of gets a good mix of everything. This I actually got this at Cracker Barrel. Can you believe that?
That's cool. To find in Cracker Barrel,
dude. This record it's just chock full of just greatness. I mean, That's All Right, I Walk the Line, Great Balls of Fire, Blue Suede Shoes, Carl Perkins version, Roy Orbison, a whole lot of shaking going on. I mean, it's just chock full of Sun Records bangers. And as a music guy in high school, I got to go to Memphis and we did a tour of the Sun Records building. And it was so cool. It was surreal standing in the recording studio, just feet away from where the $1 Million Quartet, played right there in that room. So I said, music always attaches itself to emotion. And Sun Records has always been a very deep part of that. Sun Records and Chess Records for me are just emotion. Yeah, with Howlin' Wolf.
That's a great way to describe that.
That is perfect.
So, that's that one.
So, as much music or rock music goes along with like fucking denying the man or giving the finger to the man, my mother said that I can't watch this, and it was on. It was unplugged, and she was vehemently against me watching this be played on live television. The Nirvana Unplugged in New York album, probably my favorite Nirvana album. Like both sides, start that shit up, let it go all the way through, no skipping of any song. I don't know what it was. I don't know why. I just fucking love that goddamn album. Like it fucking hit. And still does, like, hit every chord for me. And the fact that they weren't unplugged, right? Like, they're definitely using, like, electric equipment. Like, just, God damn, man, No,
this version of The Man Who Sold the World is my favorite Nirvana version, is this.
Yeah.
It's good. As not a big Nirvana fan, this is a good listen.
It is. It's the covers that they do, and, like, It just, like, Mikey talked about it, said it talks to your soul, and, like, for whatever reason, this album just does it from start to finish for me. It's so good, and, like, you do think about Kurt and what he could have been doing with music, even today, that hadn't happened, and, like, it's a good look back on your life and appreciate what you have album. That's kind of how I look at it. So, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Solid. Man, we're getting down to 3 then, huh?
3.
All right. This is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I've got the picks here. If I'm doing 3, it's like my 3 are floating around here, but we're gonna go old school here. I say old school. I think if I bring it up this way, I can then go that way with it. There we go. Present. Share screen. Do the things. Speaking of more metal, there's a lot of Slayer out there. A lot. Scott Hughes and I go back and forth on Slayer memes occasionally. We'll go on some Slayer tirades. I love me some Slayer, and if I had to pick one to recommend to somebody, it was Seasons in the Abyss for me. War Ensemble just fucking starts off the album just on the note to set the album off with. This is it. This is how you set off a fucking album, is with War Ensemble. Spirit in Black, fucking solid. Expendable Youth is a fucking banger. Dead Skin Mask. I can't tell you how many fucking times I have listened to Dead Skin Mask. It is fucking creepy. It is haunting, and it is fucking metal, man. It's everything I have ever wanted in a metal song, like crossed with horror that I didn't know I wanted or needed at that point. But yeah, Skeletons of Society, and then Seasons of the Abyss itself. Like, there was just so many on here that were just so fucking good and solid that are in my playlists. I was like, this would be the Slayer that I'd recommend to somebody. Dead Skin Mask. Yeah. I don't know if Scott and I actually talked specifically about that song or not in our chats. That fucking song, man, is just metal horror at its finest. I mean, it just tells a story within that fucking song.
No. I like metal horrors too.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be my number 3.
Four Pillars is with you.
Yeah, Rain and Blood. Back in the days of Headbangers Ball, listening to their intro, it's like, whoa, what the fuck is this? What's this? I like this music. What is this doing? I don't know if like their albums, Kaiju, but they've got some, like, God Hates Us All is a fucking amazing song.
It's always interesting the bands that were considered metal have that point where most, like, the original fandom stops, and like the next fandom, because like Metallica has that, where everybody says that Metallica sold out. I'm like, they grew up, their music changed. I see.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather listen to like Black and Forward or Master of Puppets and Forward, because the first 2 albums don't speak to me so much. I mean, I will jam to Ride the Lightning. Don't get me fucking wrong, but
yeah.
If I want to listen to Metallica, I would rather listen to Master of Puppets.
I would rather listen to Metallica S&M. Like, I love that whole idea.
I fucking love S&M. Yeah.
That did me.
I love that orchestra shit. Fucking badass.
Oh yeah, man. Anything past Black was, for me, their pop album, and they died making that album. And everything after Black, I can't fucking stand. I've tried numerous times.
There's a lot of songs from Black on that.
But it's a different fucking it's a different band.
It is.
Okay, all right.
It is. 100%.
Totally 100%.
Fucking different. That's what I'm saying. Like, the guys that were into the original stuff, there's a point where they stop listening to them.
They're not real fans. I'm like, you can suck my dick. You're not the same fucking band.
I get that. Like, I loved the Black Keys, but there was a point where the Black Keys stopped being
Black Keys, buddy,
became more poppy.
Yeah.
I still love the Black Keys, but their new stuff is not. It's not Rubber Factory. It's not Thick Freakness. It's not.
And I like the Black album and everything else by Metallica too. So it's like that, nothing like past like 1995. But.
I mean, I went to see him Death Magnetic tour, so like, I was at a disadvantage the time that I grew up, but they still killed the older shit.
I liked it when they covered the Misfits.
That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a lot of agreements here.
Oh, hell yeah, Mikey. Love it.
I think I can get you here, Mikey. Here we go.
Boom. There it is. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors.
I was very torn on getting
albums
Fleetwood.
of all fucking time is Rumors. This record is great, top to fucking bottom. It doesn't matter what order you listen to it in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the lyrics don't make any fucking sense in Gold Dust Woman. It really doesn't fucking matter.
Gold Dust Woman is such a banger.
Stevie Nicks is zooted out of her fucking mind, and it's still a great fucking. It's so great. And knowing the backstory, knowing that this entire band was in fucking turmoil while they recorded this shit, while they locked themselves into the studio, knowing 4 of the band members were breaking up with each other, and Mick was just trying to hold the family together. Incredible album, great music, and The Chain is one of the most powerful for me, like emotion to songs, like just listening to the lyrics and feeling the music itself. Like I feel that song, I feel that Chain, Keep Us Together, that bass solo fucking rips. So
no arguments there, sir.
Back Rumors.
Yeah, that was honorable mentions in there. I was trying to work Fleetwood Mac into there because goddamn.
Boop, boop.
By the way, I never noticed that until Woody said that. Ever.
Really?
Never even popped in my fucking head, man. It's probably zoned in on fucking Stevie Nicks, but that's me.
Oh, you're also very sick. So
I mean, throughout time.
It's Stevie fucking Nicks.
No, I've never noticed that throughout time. This is the first tonight in my 52 years on this fucking planet that I noticed that.
That's right. Number 3 for Jeff.
Their eyes on a ghost costume. Yeah.
So this is gonna be a no-brainer for people. I fucking love Weezer. Their fucking Blue album, like every song,
Blue album,
fucking banger. Even watching that music video when like they're all in Pop's like shop and like they do the mishmash with like Happy Days and shit, I was like, what is this black magic? That is awesome. And like from there on out, I've liked every album they put out, even the shitty ones. And just, Weezer's a must-have on that road trip because, I used to listen to this album every day on the way to work so that I fucking mellow out. And like once I hit the floor or once I hit the car with Big Cat, like heads were clear and like this is what did it for me. I don't know why. It still does it for me. So yeah. Fucking Weezer the Blue album. Jeff's done.
No, Weezer, that's a solid one.
Not according to Brian King.
Whoa.
Not according to Pie.
Come on. Weezer.
No, man. Hash Pipe is an amazing goddamn song. There's definitely some Weezer. Weezer is. Sweater's a fucking amazing song. But it's like there's Weezer. It's like I fucking hate it or I fucking love it. It's just this big spectrum of Weezer, which I enjoy. I like that.
But Jonas fucking just.
My Name is Jonas. Yep.
Even the second album that nobody liked, but the song Suzanne. Great fucking song.
Suzanne, yeah. I'll even get with Beverly Hills. I still have a lot of fun with that song. And it's not great.
Who's Weezer? Do you need some Scott? You hating over here. I kind of like what Scott hates, though. Don't get me wrong. I kind of like that side of Scott.
Give him a good wacky racist Muggsy laugh.
It's like when Gaines starts hating on something. I really like it. It's just delicious. And he's been very kind about like not hating on vinyl tonight. And I appreciate that, Scott. Way to hold back, buddy.
Everybody fucking hates my music, which is not a big shocker for me. I'm just glad I didn't put as much ska on here as I originally wanted to.
Hey, man, if you love it, you love it.
I know. I'm just saying.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Who the fuck are the Swinging Utters, Jeff? Don't worry about it.
There we go. There's Scott he's just doing that little pressure relief there. Vinyl sucks.
Just let the tea kettle whistle a little bit. Pull it off the burner.
There you go. Good job, Scott. Way to go, buddy.
I concur.
Green Day,
Kentucky. Green Day.
I'm sorry, American Idiot. I fucking love American Idiot.
That's a good album, but like for the most part,
solid
they can
fucking album.
Can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
it's burned out of me.
We're at number 2.
2.
I'm gonna mix some stuff up with my
The
number 2
deuce.
here.
I'll stop that.
Do the Batusi.
Yep.
Boom, boom. I'm gonna go a little more modern here.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of Gojira on a lot of fucking playlists of mine. And I was kind of torn on which album to list out, but this one had at least the minimum requisite of me for having 3 on here that are just solid fucking bangers. So that first Explosia, however the fuck you want to say it, because they're being all French, starts everything off. Then L'Enfant Sauvage. I know that sounds super gay. This fucking song is fucking amazing, man. I love playing this during my fucking workouts, man. Love it. The Gift of Guilt, I'll skip down. The Gift of Guilt is another one that is constantly in my rotation, whether it's in my regular playlist, my heavy workout playlist. It's just, God damn, those 3 songs right off the bat are amazing. The whole album is good, but those 3 to 4 right there just jump out and are always on my playlist. Where the other ones, I can just listen to this whole album and be completely sated. So if I was going to use this as a jumping off point for Gojira, this would be the album I'd recommend.
Now, Zach, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that the Japanese are not big fans of Gojira.
I don't know that. I don't know that. Kaiju Kitty might be able to speak more to that. I did see him in chat.
Kaiju Kitty.
He's around here. He's around here. How do the Japanese feel about Gojira?
Yeah.
Especially when you say it like that. Gojira.
Yeah.
He does say you should pick more ska. So I am now banning Kaiju from chat, so we won't know what he's going to say.
Sorry about you.
Bye. Sorry.
Bye.
Sorry. Konnichiwa.
I'm not sorry, Kaiju. You're a real one. Don't go, man.
Back to the ocean where you belong.
To the ocean. Oh man, it came from the depths. All right, Mikey, what you got?
Well, before I go any further, I do want to shout out my vinyl dealer.
Oh yeah,
Heavy Heads Records, located in Springfield, Missouri. If you're looking for vinyl, you're looking for cassette tapes, you're looking for VHS tapes, any of that kind of shit, hit up Chris at Heavy Heads Records. Heavyheadsrecords.com.
Michael, you did an interview with him recently as well on this very channel.
I did. Yes.
That's Chris, right?
He was at my house. Yes, that is Chris.
That's awesome.
He is he's a good dude. We've done some vinyl hunting together, and he was one of the people that kind of pushed me into doing YouTube videos. So
there you go. Sounds like a great guy.
He's a real bro.
Also, fuck yeah, Trey. All that remains. Fucking Phil Labonte. That bass son of a bitch. Northern Nomad, of course. Back to the ocean where you belong, sucker.
Sucker.
That's what Booker T would do right there.
So my number 2 is Gary Clark Jr., Black and Blue.
Boom. Boom.
This is some
I
new
am
stuff.
not familiar with Gary Clark Jr. at all.
Well, did you
Oh, I can't do that layout, can I? Bummer.
No, because it's a camera and not a slide. Yeah, he did the he was the one that did the remake of Come Together for the Justice League movie. That's Gary Clark Jr. It's probably his most recognizable work. But
Let's check him out though.
This was his first full LP, and it is full of some bangers. He is he's a blues guitarist that does singing, not unlike Jimi Hendrix, but he hates that comparison. I heard in an interview one time. But it's blues, it's R&B. There's some soul. There's a little There's even a little like modern R&B with The Life, but a couple real bangers on here is Numb, incredible, and You Saved Me is one of those super emotional pieces of music where it just feels like he's crying into the guitar. That's
wonderful. Awesome. Now, are these all originals or are they covers?
All I think all of these are originals. I don't think he did any covers on this one. I don't think so. He did a limited LP first that was just like I think 4 songs. But yeah, this one I believe was he wrote all of those. Yep, he wrote all those. So yeah, he is. If you are into blues guitar, if you're a Jimi Hendrix guy, you like the new stuff. Give him a listen because that's some solid music.
Yeah, I'll try that out.
And he played with Clapton at the Crossroads several times. Eric Clapton's a big fan and supporter of him.
Legendary status then already. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, speaking of ska, my number 2 album is Operation Ivy Energy. This is their first album. Anyway, so every song on this fucking album is worth the shit. Bombshell, fucking Knowledge, just it goes on and on with this. Like I want to name all of them, but like this was the song. This was the album. I was listening to fucking Meatloaf, Bad Outta Hell 1, and I'm in my car and I'm playing this music and like my friend's like, "What the fuck is this?" It's like, "It's fucking Meatloaf, dude." He's like, "Oh," and then he popped the cassette tape out, threw it away out the window, fucker, and then he put in this beat the shit cassette tape that's been like drawn all over and fucking everything else, and he put this shit on, and my mind was fucking blown. And from there on out, it's where I learned how to play bass. It's why I learned how to play a little bit of guitar. Like, all of those things culminated because of this album. And, like, fuck. Like, I love Operation Ivy. I love Operation Ivy's legacy. They fucking basically made it cool so that fucking Sublime could do things. Fucking Real Big Fish came out of this, Less Than Jake. The Swingin' Utters. Fuck. Everything. Like, these guys had no effects back in the day. Like, these are like the... So if the Who is the grandfather of punk, these are like the grandfathers of Funkles. Like Operation Ivy and fucking NoFX and Rancid and like all of these fucking things. Yes, these are all the things that matter. Like this is why we had No Doubt. This is why we had the Voodoo Glow Skulls. Fucking great band. Saw them live. Fucking one of the best shows I ever saw. They opened up for fucking the Dropkick Murphys. And this is back at the Huntridge where tickets were $5 to see the Dropkick Murphys. That's at least like quadrupled at this point. So yes, Operation Ivy was the doorway to me for punk rock. And once I walked through it, I never fucking looked back. They play fast, they go fast. It's just great. Like I can't like fucking go wrong with this music and all of it that happened after it. Like, yeah, just that's all I got. Like I'm really clearly passionate about it. Just fucking, you have to listen to it to fucking get what I'm saying. And like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, then you don't. But this, this music is like the sound of, Generation X and fucking millennials giving the finger to fucking the man. Like that's what this music was all about. And like for some reason, I identified with that. I guess I stopped when I, was in law enforcement or whatever. But like, this just resonated with like young Jeff and like I don't know, just yeah, fucking A, man. I love punk rock. I always fucking love punk rock.
Well, Rakar agrees. Rakar. Very cool.
Very cool.
We're at number 1.
We are. And Warchest was right. Third Stone from the Sun is a Jimi Hendrix song, but the second part of that song is a Gary Clark Jr. song.
Oh, is it a two-parter?
Like
They
blends
combined
into it. Yeah, it's like a two-parter.
Oh, I never heard that. That's
Yeah, so
interesting.
it blends into one of his songs. But yeah,
that's cool.
That is a Jimi Hendrix cover.
I think that's on Are You Experienced?
It is.
Hell yeah.
We'll tie in there.
Look at this.
Together.
Or is it this way?
1,000 points. What are you doing? 1,000 points of light?
I'm doing the church and the steeple.
Oh, with the steeple?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yay, cold medicine.
Mm.
My number one, I was very torn on. So again, I bumped it off the list. The other one didn't make off the list, so I'll have to go to honorable mention. So I'm not even going to mention it right now, is what I'm going to do. I am such a fucking mark here. Let's go here.
And is that thing and a Jason.
Let's do the thing where I talk as I do this.
Yeah, you're doing great, Zach.
I know people love this shit.
Not awkward at all.
Master of Puppets, man. Yeah, if I'm going to go with a number one, again, Black Album before, that's me all fucking day long. When they cut their hair off and said, hey, you know what? We were never really a heavy metal band. I'm like, fuck you. Get fucked. Lars and James Hetfield should have never have ever fucking made it big and decided to do fucking interviews. Fuck those two. That said, as I'm picking out Metallica albums, I mean, Ride the Lightning was pretty close. Well, that's Jimi Hendrix.
That's not it.
That's not it.
They didn't do those.
There we go. And Cliff Burton's still alive right up to what Ride the Lightning is, where Cliff ended up after, post Ride the Lightning, during Ride the Lightning. I forget when Cliff Burton died. Battery, great fucking song. I think that's an underappreciated fucking Metallica song, honestly. Master of Puppets.
I heard it play live.
When people give Stranger Things shit, going, whoa, these kids today, that's how they learned about Master of Puppets. I don't give a fuck where they heard the fucking song from. I don't give a shit. I'm glad that they fucking learned about fucking Master of Puppets from Stranger Things. Fucking D&D. I don't give a shit. That's how they learned it from that fucking show. That got you to play D&D. Fucking cool. The thing that should not be, we got some HP Lovecraft, go with some fucking Cthulhu over here. Let's fucking go.
That's a gooder.
Welcome Home. Sanitarium. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this fucking song.
Yeah, dude. Like this is the album for a lot of people.
Sanitarium. Man, just the flow of the fucking song. And that includes Master of Puppets too. You know, it's all about cocaine. Allegedly, that's not how I did the song, but then you hear how the song Chop Your Breakfast Up on a Mirror. I'm like, oh, maybe they were singing about fucking cocaine.
Hell.
Disposable Heroes, Leper Messiah, and then for just a musical, Orion is a fucking banger. Then after that, Damage Incorporated. When I played football, we all like took little pieces of tape wrap, put Damage Inc. on it, and put it up on our fucking helmets. We listened to that song every fucking time we went out there, man. I fucking love the shit out of fucking Damage Incorporated. So if I had to pick one fucking song or like one album from Metallica that would segue out, this is it. And Scott Hughes, Master of Puppets, absolutely about drug addiction.
No,
put my oatmeal on a mirror and snort it every morning. Is that right?
Are they steel cut or instant?
Man, Woody, savage. Fucking savage.
Yikes.
Done.
All right.
Well, what do you got for us, Mikey?
I guess I'll show my stuff.
Boom. Boom.
Eric Clapton, Journeyman.
Yep.
Fucking banger.
Speaking of fucking Clapton, here we go.
This fucking record is fucking solid. This is what happens when a blues man has a bunch of friends and he's like, hey, you want to play a song on this album? And yes, I do. Phil Collins plays drums on this album. Not all of the songs, obviously, but look at this motherfucker right here.
Look at that guy. That's just, is that 80s? Because he's dressed like he's 80s.
It's like 1989. It's
that's
late 80s.
That's like Color Me Bad, except done properly.
That's peak Miami Vice, is what that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are his shoes like, Mikey? We got to see the shoes.
Oh, the shoes.
That is peak
leather
Miami
loafers,
Vice.
not even polished.
Man, polish would be the way to go. That was a missed opportunity, Mr. Clapton. I'm gonna blame wardrobe on that one.
That is the style is peak Miami Vice.
By the way, Scott Hughes slamming fucking Lars in here has been gold for me in chat.
This record is freaking amazing.
Actually, I know Glenn Fry was in Miami Vice. Was Clapton ever in an episode of Miami Vice?
Phil Collins was. He was in 2 of them.
That's what I'm saying. So was Clapton in one?
No, he just looks like he's dressed for Miami Vice.
Scott Hughes. Where's Jeff Butler too? We need both of you guys.
He looks like he could.
Eric's about to take over Nakatomi Plaza.
Hell yeah. He's even got tweaker goggles. He's ready to go. Yeah. This is a freaking awesome. There's one song on here that I'm not a big fan of, and it's Hound Dog. Just not great, but the rest of it is fantastic. Robert Cray plays on this, another incredible blues guitarist. A guy I used to work with shared this album with me, and as soon as I found a copy, it's not a common record. 1989 is not a common year to find vinyl. So as soon as I found a copy, I bought it because this record is so good. So
yeah,
Journeyman.
Boom.
Boop. Boop. So my number one. It's 1992. We are getting ready to leave the mecca of culture that is San Diego, and we're heading to a small desert town in fucking nowhere, Arizona. And my mom is like, look, he's got to see real theater at least once in his life. And my dad was like, fine, but we're not taking him to a play. My dad saw that this production was coming to town and was like, this is what we're doing. And so this brought on my love for everything related to The Who. Tommy. Just fucking everything about this. The highs, the lows. The movie fucking sucks, but the stage production is fucking great. I love The Who, and I love Tommy. Tommy is my gateway drug into The Who and everything about it. It's from this that I found all of their other shit that was great before Tommy. I understand this is an experimental album. I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but everything else and after, just I love this shit. I was able to take my dad to their last concert, the fucking bus one. I can't remember the fucking thing, but it was in Vegas, and we were able to see them play. I think it was for the last time. I don't know, but we were able to see them play, and seeing my dad sing along with every fucking word, and just it was one of the few times that my dad and I ever fucking closely bonded, and that helped our relationship going forward, and it was such an important concert and such an important album that it brought us to that moment, and I'll always remember that and always be thankful for this music and just for everything else. I said earlier that The Who is the godfathers of fucking punk rock, or the grandfathers of punk rock, and to a degree that's how I looked at it and that's how I saw it, and this led into every other genre of music that I liked. It was 1992. I was impressionable. I didn't fucking like Guns N' Roses. I still don't fucking like Guns N' Roses, and that's what all my friends were listening to. And I got deep into The Who, and this brought me to the Beatles before I even knew what the fucking Beatles were. That's how influential these guys were to me, and this album signified just all of that, creativity without boundaries, creativity. In some circles, they're considered the godfathers and grandfathers of punk rock. Yes, look at anything after. I don't know. It's just whatever.
But we talked about this before.
Live, so I could definitely see the Godfather aspect of it for sure.
Right.
Well, again, Elvis being, the godfather of rock and roll, right?
Right.
You wouldn't consider him rock and roll, except at that time period, yeah, he was. Like, again, Iron Maiden for me, it's not heavy metal by today's standards.
That's fucking
it fucking was back fucking then.
Right. Just
also,
like in this time, Deep Purple was Deep Purple. And Black Sabbath were the metal of the day. Like every generation outdoes the last one on whatever it is.
Listen to Beastie Boys' first fucking album, by the way.
Great.
It's nothing like what comes after at all when they go to rap. They were punk.
Yep, they were. But yeah, this album, so many important moments in my life. With my dad at my first wedding, we played a couple of songs from this album. It was the first. Tommy, Can You Hear Me was the second dance I had with my wife at the time. And it was, at the time, Tommy, Can You Hear Me, to me, was that person kind of screaming out for help. And at that time in my life, I was very lower than I want to talk about right now. But like, that song emphasized how I wanted to be seen and heard and everything else and what I was going through. And Summer got there. So I always held that close to my heart with her and I. Anyway, yeah, just this fucking album, all of it. So yeah,
nice, solid pick.
And
not expecting Tommy from anybody tonight.
It'll also feel like
not on the bingo card.
It'll also kill 4 hours on the road. Because that's a long fucking album. So yeah.
So we're ready to start hitting up the chat? That was everybody, right?
That was everybody.
Let's go. We're gonna go into the chat over here if you guys want to pay attention to any new stuff coming up.
Sure.
JMac coming in. And we hit our honorable mentions, guys, shout out. Let us know. Chronic 2001. It's pretty solid for an album if you're going to recommend it to somebody, man.
Oh, yeah.
Gin and Juice.
Also, we may want to be careful with the honorable mentions this time because I can definitely see us doing more of these.
Oh, yeah.
Just picking five albums. So we might want to be careful about.
You guys want to kind of watch that?
I think this one, if somebody mentions it in the chat.
Yes. Okay.
Fine, but
I agree.
Yeah.
We can do it that way. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.
I think that's what. I mean, that's me. This is
Mikey's calling an audible.
I closed my list.
Omaha.
Oh. Don't make me laugh. God damn it.
Hey, Abby, what's going on, man? Abby's here.
Shout out to Figure Fight Club.
If you're not sub to Figure Fight Club, sub to Figure Fight Club. He's doing a giveaway. I think they just hit the 800 mark. Am I right? But once they get to 1,000, they're on the road to the 1,000, and they're giving away crazy prizes. So.
And Friday they've got Duarte, who
they
is enjoying that guy making his rounds.
Maybe a surprise or two.
Who knows?
I'll pop that into the live real quick here. Sub to Abby. Get free shit, hope.
And Abby and Brandon actually put on they actually put on a great show too. They're good dudes. Like they're. Oh yeah.
Yep, you're going to the Matrix over here. Okay. Son of a bitch.
Got him. Yeah, I had to.
Let's go to Hal Jordan with the best avatar in the game. Although this one,
just hold it on there for a second.
Hal, it feels like you're phoning this one in. It's good,
but
it feels like you're kind of phoning this one in here. But yeah, you can't just name all the damn bands, guys. Come on, specific album.
Constance Nunez.
Oh, I didn't see Starscreamer popped in here too. Hi, Starscreamer. Good to see you, bud.
All right, Frankie Doom, Amon Amarth, Twilight of the Thunder God album. Viking Metal, sign me the fuck up. This is a solid album. If you're going to recommend some metal to somebody, fucking Amon Amarth Viking Metal is a great fucking way to introduce them, Frankie. So I approve. And then Headcanon going with the Clash London Calling double album.
Okay.
Another solid one. EPDM, man. Strictly Business. I love me some EPDM, Woody. So I love this one. I love that entry.
Woody's a man.
Beatles was not going to make our lists, and I kind of knew that shit from the get-go from our previous talks.
Definitely not Sgt. Pepper's.
I like the Beatles, but like they're not on the list. You know,
I don't hate them, but it's very fucking few songs that I like from the Beatles.
And I'm not a big Stones fan either, so it's really not even that.
Same. I'm not an Elvis man. I'm more of a Johnny Cash man. Of like the three, like Beatles, Johnny Cash, and Elvis. But like,
okay, let's get there. I'm going to skip ahead to this one because I was torn. I couldn't, and I'll tell you why I didn't have Johnny Cash on this list.
Why?
I couldn't find a fucking album to get it to where I had my 3 marker or beyond to recommend the whole thing, because we're talking about the most prolific songwriter in fucking history. He's made so many fucking albums. Holy shit. So Mikey, can you speak to that? Is that why you didn't have Cash on yours?
I did have Cash on mine for a very long time. Yesterday I changed it.
Which album?
I had Live at Folsom.
Okay.
Which would encompass that, and it was a legit album, right? They recorded at Folsom.
Yep.
And that song, that album, as I've talked about before, is very special, near and dear to my heart. But it's a really good representation of Johnny Cash. I mean, that was his 68 comeback special. Like Elvis did that.
Yeah.
But Cash came back, realigned, his faith and his priorities. He went and did that to send that message to the establishment, to give the people exactly what they wanted. And he wasn't gonna not sing fucking songs about cocaine blues. He did it all, man.
Yeah.
That was the Johnny Cash record. And then I was like, man, Cash is big to me, but Elvis is too. Like Elvis is a big, and I was like, Sun Records.
And then with Sun Records, because I was trying to limit mine on just like which one to fucking go with. Live at Folsom with the compilation. I was like, man, that's the only one I would really fucking recommend. I almost think we need to do a live records, by the way.
Yeah.
That would be a really cool. I would be very into it. Yeah, because there's lots.
Look, all I know is when an artist covers 2 different songs, and those 2 different artists go, "Fuck it, it's not mine anymore. It's yours, Mr. Cash." Says something about the man's musical ability.
Oh yeah,
Johnny's American albums definitely did that.
And Tristan, I'm glad that you listed that. I saw that earlier. So yeah.
I'm not highlighting that because Guns N' Roses sucks.
Ooh.
I did like the Overkill. Yeah. Wrecking Crew. Overkill's got some fucking bangers. That's one of the first that might be the very first concert I went to was Overkill and Dead Orchestra.
Oh, let's see. Who was your first concert? Who was everybody's first concert here?
I think it was Overkill and Dead Orchestra. I'm pretty damn sure. And it might have been Nuclear Assault with them too.
Mikhail.
Like he's got stubs.
I do, but I don't have my first. First was Metallica.
All right.
Oh, that's a good one.
2008.
That's a good.
Nobody fucking laughed. ICP and Twisted.
ICP's a great fucking band, dude.
What a wild first.
And what a concert.
Culture,
Jesus
like
Christ.
that's wild.
Again, tickets for $10 at the Huntridge in Las Vegas.
Yeah. I don't know if I know any Periphery. Is it also? I don't know. Are those all albums? Are those all bands? I don't know. Jeff, Mikey?
Fuck, I don't know. Those are all words as far as I know.
Like Born This Way, I'm thinking like Gaga. Right? Paranoid? I think these are all band. I think these are all like Black Sabbath, Paranoid, probably.
Oh, yeah. I bet that's a top 5 albums. I bet
the album names themselves without the artist go along with.
See that, guys? We figured it out.
Maybe that's me guessing. Spitball.
Well, we figured out an answer for us. I don't give a shit about
Frankie Doom with fucking Body Count. Really? Yeah.
Albums with the bands.
Oh, okay. So then her next comment
She's got
is
it,
the band.
she's got it down below, so
Got it.
I'll highlight it.
Confirm.
It's on the Blue Star.
Roger Waters, Amused to Death. Can't say I've got that one on my Roger Waters, of course, but Man, if I did Pink Floyd, I would probably be doing
The Wall.
Oh, son of a bitch. I can see the album cover and I saw him in concert.
Welcome to the Machine.
No, son of a
Learning
bitch.
to Fly.
No, After Learning to Fly. Division Bell.
Okay.
Division Bell. Fucking I love Division Bell. All right,
I'm not a big Pink Floyd fan.
It's gonna get weird. I didn't like Pink Floyd until Division Bell.
Yeah,
but yeah, Back in Black.
Handful of songs.
Tupac, All Eyes on Me, Notorious B.I.G., Life After Death, Kid Rock, Cocky. That's an interesting choice.
And Hootie and the Blowfish. What? That is an eclectic mix of music. Good for you.
And you had me up to fucking Hootie. Get out of here, Talib. Go on now, get.
You fucking throw in
had him with almost
Dave Matthews Band, and you got yourself a what the fuck.
Yeah, headcanon with nailed it. Fucking nailed it. Susie and the Banshees, Superstition. Brian King in here with 80s Beastie Boys, License to Ill, man. Fuck yeah, brother. That was close. That was another honorable mention for me, was License to Ill. In fact, I think I had that for our one of our album covers. I was trying to work in for a potential cover, that fucking plane wrecking with Dinner Three Faces on there.
I probably wouldn't have gone well with the 9/11 crowd.
Probably not. But a lot of kids are being born after 9/11, had no idea.
Yeah,
our crowd's a little older, so they should all get that.
Yeah, they're all conspiracy theorists now. So
right.
Appetite for Destruction, man. That's just, again, fuck Jeff. I love this fucking album.
Guns N' Roses album.
Yeah.
Just like
it's a great album.
Love the shit out of that Appetite for Destruction.
It's great for deaf people.
Yep, Dr. Dre, Chronic 2000 from Talib there. Oh, here's Scott Hughes. Okay, let's look at this. War and Peace. Megadeth, Rest in Peace. Really, of Megadeth? That's the one. Interesting, Scott. Rumors, Fleetwood Mac.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
Ozzy, No More Tears. It was tough not working Black Sabbath into that, that list. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet has got a lot of fucking bangers. I will give Scott Hughes.
Scott and my dad have an eerily close, like I bet Megadeth isn't on it, but I bet at least 3 out of 5 of those are on my dad's list.
Now I'll say this. Hotel California, I agree with. Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime, saw them in concert twice. First one was great. Second one was sad. It was weird, even though it was the same fucking concert. Love fucking Operation Mindcrime. Def Leppard can go fuck itself, Scott. Get out of here.
Whoa.
We're gonna talk backstage, Scott, about fucking Def Leppard. Fuck that band. Those limey fucks.
Let's bring it down.
I hate them.
Calm yourself.
Pour some sugar on me. How about you go fuck yourself, Def Leppard?
Calm your tits.
Bring it down. We're here. We need to be here.
Man. Nirvana Unplugged in New York. Yeah, that Jeff, that was a fucking solid pick there.
That is the album I will tell people to listen to if they've never heard of Nirvana. Also, if you've never heard of Nirvana, I probably shouldn't be talking to you.
Well, no, that's how you get kids into it, man.
I mean, like, they might be young. Emily,
we're
my
your
last girlfriend,
gateway,
did not know who Nirvana was, and she was 26.
Talking Heads. Is there a specific one though? Star Screamer. And Kaiju, Unlimited Susie and the Banshees, all-time favorite band, Superstition. Yeah. Alice in Chains, that wasn't, I think Mikey mentioned some Alice in Chains earlier, man.
It was
Alice
definitely in there. It was in the running, but I don't have it on I don't have it on record.
Man, I didn't throw any Alice in Chains in, and that I was a little shocked.
Woody in with Redman, Muddy Waters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think someone mentions Ghetto Boys later on. Ghetto Boys has some good fucking albums. Prince of Revolution, Purple Rain. I would get this on anybody's fucking list, dude. I mean, there's a reason there's a whole fucking movie based on this fucking album. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, there's like a reason that we should have done what we did with a couple of the other ones, with like the top 5 that are always going to be there on everybody's list. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I hate to say it, but Prince is always going to be on my list. Like, whatever Super Bowl it was, and he was singing Purple Rain and and it started fucking raining. Fucking perfect.
It's one of the best Super Bowl performances of all time.
Fucking ever.
That one's great.
Ever.
Really great.
And Bruno Mars too. I really like Bruno Mars.
That was a good one. Yeah. Yeah. That was
I do
one.
not
I actually just watched that.
any.
Go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
No, and I was just going to say, I did. Keanu Lee was asking if I have any Iron Maiden action figures. I've got 2 of those on order from NECA. That's Somewhere in Time and the Made in Japan, I want to say.
That's cool.
Other than that, I have like a Reaction Somewhere in Time figure that I love the shit out of that thing.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I just watched that clip today of was it somebody it was an inauguration into the Music Hall of Fame, and like Tom Petty and Prince did a cover.
Oh,
Prince
really?
just runs the fuck away with it. I mean, Jesus Murphy, he just plays his heart out. It's amazing.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's really good. I'm trying to remember the song.
Big Pun, Capital Punishment. I don't know Pig Pun.
He says,
Woody, who the hell is that, Woody? Good Morning Vietnam soundtrack. Yeah, we kept soundtracks off of here, which Queen, fucking Flash Gordon, probably would have been on here because I was like, man, I don't want to put that on there. That's movie soundtracks. We've done movie soundtracks.
Or fucking Highlander, the fucking Highlander soundtrack.
Some kind of magic is the Highlander soundtrack, because that was the next one down. Because I was trying to recommend Queen, and that was my only 2 that I had to recommend for Queen.
Really?
Yep. If I was going to recommend Queen, it was those 2. It was Flash, and it was Some Kind of Magic.
Wow.
Kiss sucks. Sorry, Brian.
Kiss fucking sucks.
Moving on from there.
I'm with you, Brian.
But now he's into Red Man. What?
Oh, that's the song that Prince shreds on is While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Oh, is it? Okay, right on.
He just rips into it.
Which is a great fucking song. Holy shit.
It's a great song. No shit. It's good.
Radham. What's that abbreviation for?
Rage Against the Machines.
Yeah,
Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire. Now they're Rage for the Machine.
They were on they were on my list, but the album was not. It was a different album.
A former police officer had Rage Against the Machine on his list.
Look, man, I liked a lot of loud fucking music in high school and a lot of loud music after high school. When I had to go to an academy and like learn how to do things, it changed a lot about the old Jeff.
Yeah, Mark of the Beast was another one that was in the running that, if I was going to recommend Iron Maiden, that was the second one down. And yeah, Blake Tarpley, what's your favorite Toto album? All of them? What you doing, Blake?
The fuck, Blake?
Blake? What are you doing?
What you doing, Blake?
All of them.
Eric Clapton Unplugged. That is a fucking banger right there.
Eric Clapton at any stage is fucking great. I had several on my considerations from just Cream, to Derek and the Dominoes to Eric Clapton doing his solo style. He's an incredible musician. One of the best.
Well, and here's a bunch of incredible musicians right here.
This was on the list for sure.
That was honorable mention for you.
I don't know much about this, and I apologize. I'm going to ask now. So in Shallow Hal, there's a throwaway line of, "Hey, I got tickets to go see that Eric Clapton and the 3 remaining Beatles play." Was that an actual band? Did they fucking actually do that at any point?
I don't think so, but I mean, Traveling Wilburys had George Harrison in it, but that wasn't Eric Clapton in Traveling Wilburys.
No, who was it?
I wouldn't be surprised if they got together and did something with Paul, George, and Ringo.
That would have been fucking awesome.
Who was in Traveling Wilburys? Was it Petty?
Tom Petty, Roy Orbison.
Okay.
Jeff, the fuck was that guy's name from ELO?
Oh.
And George Harrison.
So Wilburys were George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, Tom Petty, Roy Orbison, and Bob Dylan.
Jeff Lynne. That's why I couldn't think of Jeff Lynne.
Man, I forgot to fucking put anything by Dylan. I'm like, God damn it!
Dylan was another one where I was looking for a decisive album to like recommend him.
I don't like Dylan singing. I like his songwriting, but I don't like his voice.
It depends on which age he's in for me with Dylan. There's Blake with Tango in the Park and Fleetwood Mac. And Fleetwood Mac. Was there one just Fleetwood Mac? That was it. Just the album was Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Troy is wrong. Banning Troy. Got it.
I'm with you, Troy.
Sublime self-titled album. Oh, I know I'm in the minority. Most everyone loves Sublime.
Like, I like all of Sublime though. Even when they got really weird near the end, like all of it, I'm fucking on board for it. Like when Brad was like in fucking deep heroin withdrawal and like trying to make music, I'm still there for it. Like all of it.
And Brian King with Wu-Tang. Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. That's a solid pick. If you're going to pick some Wu-Tang, like a definitive, one to jump off. Man, Brian. Yeah, Static X, Wisconsin Death Trip. If I need to recommend Static X.
That was big in my football days. I don't know about you, Zach.
Not for me.
No.
I think that was past the time period.
There's a gap, I forgot. But yeah, like that, like Static X and like
also,
all of those. Yeah.
Hatebreed, I will not argue, Model Misfit. Hatebreed is on a lot of my playlists.
Yeah. I kind of forgot to bring them up.
I mean, Destroy Everything.
Their songs are so fucking great.
Fucking good. But yeah, I brought that up with All That Remains.
Yeah.
Social Distortion, but like what specific album? So I really like Social Distortion.
They're hit or miss for me.
Well, it's definitely why they're not on the list. There's just like Behind the Eight Ball, or is it just called Eight Ball? That's a good song. Jeff fucking Buckley, Grace album. End of stream. Oh, guys, good job.
Thanks everybody for showing up. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do the thing.
Oh, actually,
Zach has gone to Roboland. Now you have me to entertain you. How about them Dodgers? Everybody, welcome back, Mikey.
Boom. Bush, 16 Stone. Yeah. That's a good one, man. Saw Bush in concert.
That's like live throwing copper. That's good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Misfits, Static Age. Orchestra's first punk album was Stooges Funhouse.
I want to make a silly joke. I want to see if anybody gets it. I'm sorry, real quick. Keep that highlighted real quick, Zach. I want to bring up something.
It's gone, brother.
Okay. Can I just bring this up real quick?
Sure. If you find it again.
That's because Rush is very complex. And if you get that quote, we can be friends.
Here you go, guys. Luckily he said this won't be funny. He prefaced it by saying that. First 4 albums, Danzig. Yeah, I mean, Danzig's another one where I was looking to try to recommend Danzig, but I mean, in my list of albums, it was tough working him in there.
That's because Danzig's best work isn't all on one album.
Yeah, like it's kind of like Johnny Cash for me until you hit a compilation.
Like for the fucking Misfits, like it's like Danzig was all over the place, and it wasn't always a banger when he was on that microphone.
There is a reason also Death Clock was the #1 heavy metal album, best-selling heavy metal album of all time.
I can get on to some Death Clock.
Fucking Death Clock.
Oh, yes.
Brendan or Brandon Smalls? Brendan Smalls?
I think it's Brandon. I believe
fucking hell, man. He fucking killed it with fucking Death Clock. I mean, I've got some in my workout rotation.
Death Clock.
They wrote the Batman
explosion.
Right? They wrote the Batman songs, like the Batman music videos, the cartoons of them. Cool.
I don't know that.
I don't know what Deathlock is, so that's why I'm trying to remember. It kind of sounds familiar.
Adult Swim, Metalocalypse, Death Clock.
I never watched it, but yeah, I know the name now. Yeah. That's where it's from. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ghetto Boys. Yep, Grip It on Another Level, man. I'm sorry, like, My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me is a fucking amazing goddamn song. That's my favorite fucking song from Ghetto Boys. Love the shit out of that song. Oh, is this where she lists? Okay, there she goes. Yep, Periphery, My Periphery, Damnation, Opeth. Opeth, fucking amazing fucking band.
Are they?
By Nevermore and Lady Gaga. I like how there's a bunch of eclectic mixes, like Talib had earlier. DMX. Like it's dark as hell. Okay. It's dark and hell is hot. Foo Fighters, man, puts out some fucking bangers, and they're great in fucking concert too, by the way. Or they used to be.
Foo Fighters for me is another one of those bands like where not all of their best work is on an album for me. It's like on compilation. So
for sure. Yeah. And as they got older, their stuff changes a little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, learning to fly is not it doesn't sound like the later stuff,
No, not even remotely, man. But yeah,
but it's all really good.
Always highlight Rollins band. Yeah. End of Silence. It's a solid fucking album.
You really can't fucking go wrong with the Rollins band or Henry Rollins.
So Alphabet says Undertow.
Cool.
We didn't get into this. That was an honorable mention for me. Was
Cool is on my list.
Anima was
me too, Zach.
That was my number one interchangeable with Master of Puppets was Anima. Lateralis was behind that one by a fair margin.
Weezer was the interchangeable one. I was debating on Tool between the two of them, and Weezer just won out.
Yeah.
Undertow is mine for sure. But,
Undertow is.
Yeah.
But
Dystopia.
Anima's up there.
Blake, he's just going to keep naming Toto albums, I think, is what Blake's going to be doing here. He's like, the show didn't end. I already ended the show earlier.
This is just a fever dream.
Jeff Morris, Born to Run? No idea. What is that, Jeff? Jeff Moe, Born to Run.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, Mo.
Sounds 70s.
It's Bruce Springsteen.
I was going to say, Born to Run is Bruce Springsteen. I mean, it's a great song, but I'm not full albums for him. I'm not.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I do not like Bruce Springsteen at all.
I like metal though.
It's a different kind of metal.
Pie is dead to me. Def Leppard Hysteria, get out of here. But now he's back. He's back with me with Typo Negative October Rust.
Did Typo Negative ever make? No, I'm thinking of fucking Orgy. Never mind.
Hysteria.
Bon Jovi, Wanted Dead or Alive. Yeah, Scott Hughes mentioned that one. Slippery When Wet. That's a
related to that. Fucking Young Guns 2's fucking soundtrack is fucking the bee's goddamn knees.
It's a good soundtrack if you like the hairband stuff. It is a fucking banger.
Definite hairband.
Yeah.
Suicidal Tendencies, man. Lights, Camera, Revolution. There we go.
All I wanted was a Pepsi.
True Star Screamer, Talking Heads, Let Your Dim Light Shine. Okay, that was the album he was referring to earlier. Okay. HAC, absolutely love the Elvis. Live from Hawaii album would be HGC's.
Ooh, the first off-continent.
Those are covers instead of albums. Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy, and the Infinite Sadness. That's a solid one, man.
Those a lot, but man, Billy's voice really grinds my gears.
Oh, really?
Oh, God. You listen more like one song and it's like, dude.
That's
great. Fuck all the way off, dude.
Yikes. Wow.
Drop your nuts, grab the mic.
Every time I'm like, I'm gonna give you shit. I remember me saying like Timu Elvis about Roy Orbison. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you go on a tirade. It's fine.
You have no ground.
I gotta let you go. You got no grounds. AC/DC, Back in Black. I definitely was said earlier. If you like one AC/DC song, you love them all because they're all the same. And it sounds like I'm shitting on AC/DC, but I'm not.
Nope.
Aren't you?
You're not wrong. The accuracy is scary there.
Talk about you can't understand someone, but I really like Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Lost Dogs album? I don't remember Lost Dogs.
What was the fucking song he did with Neil? Fucking, what is it? I don't remember. Not important.
Suspicious Lies and American Trillia on that record. I don't know what that's referring to, unless he's talking about what he mentioned earlier. Blue Note. We're highlighting stuff where I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like this fall. Okay, Kiss Revenge. We're just saying words in chat. Why are we highlighting that? What are we doing, guys? Do you guys know what the hell those mean?
Well, it's a band and an album.
Best live album be Pink Floyd Pulse. I do. I think we make that like its own segment. At least we'll put that on the docket and see if we can come back to best live album. Because I mean, I've got boom. I got several already. Oh, whoa. He's breaking it up here. Blake Tarpley with U2 Joshua Tree. His first concert. I saw them for Achtung Baby. And I didn't like U2 until that album. And that is one of my top 5 fucking concerts. Actually, that might be another one. Our favorite concerts. Best concerts.
What's the album with I Still Haven't Found What You're Looking For? Because that fucking album sucks, but that song is a banger.
That might be that one. Manowar Fighting the World. Manowar's got some good ones. Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. Yes, Road Killer. I was hard pressed. That was one of the ones where I was trying to figure out how to work Pantera in. And Vulgar Display of Power. Really fucking good. Oh, here's Mr. Kukovic here.
There it is.
Queensryche. And then I don't know what came after Operation Mindcrime. It's breaking up on my screen. It's weird.
It says Def Leppard Pyromania.
Well, Def Leppard, son of a bitch.
I must be losing my connection. It's weird.
Weird.
Probably the NyQuil haze.
Yeah, that's Dayquil. NyQuil's later.
That's a great album too.
Unplugged. The MTV fucking Unplugged had some fucking just iconic goddamn music come out of it, man.
So
bring it right back around to Alice in Chains. That's good shit.
Oh man, yeah.
Say what you want, but LL Cool J doing Unplugged was fucking amazing.
Someone brought that up. Yeah. Faith No More. He's back to being dead to me. Fucking hate Faith No More. Ugh. You're talking about a voice that grinds my fucking gears. It's got to do Faith No More.
Gotta do it.
Ugh.
Songs from the Big Chair from 8 and Skate. What's up, my namesake? What's up, buddy? Rush Moving Pictures. Rush again.
Tons and tons of bangers, but not one album.
Not for me to push it into the top 5.
Most people would say their best is 2112, but
those people are deaf.
Boston Don't Hold Back. I think Blake's just trying to throw us off the scent because apparently it's just Toto all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe Fleetwood Mac he threw in there too. Cream.
Oh God,
Disraeli Gears.
So I definitely rose to the top.
Oh man. Tales of Brave Ulysses. Oh shit.
Keanu Lee's Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique. Oh, it's not only his favorite album, it was his first cassette tape. That's fucking cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, you want to talk about a band where I was, again, this is one after the fact. The AFI changes their fucking sound and their look to where they're completely different fucking bands, like almost every fucking album, man. Holy shit. Big fan of fucking
like the emo band.
Miss Murder, AFI. Well, it depends. They're emo until you look like at another album that they've done. Don't die, Mikey.
Oh,
Mikey.
God.
Mikey, don't die on me.
Oh, I'm good. Mm.
Damn you. First 3 albums. Purple Rain, definitely. Sure. James Lucas. Sure. Shout out to Mr. Lucas. Yeah, purple. I like how you spell Purple Rain in this
Purple
one.
Rain.
I like this. A little Slayer and Prince mixed together. Purple Rain from Lacerated Skies. Purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. You're at the final countdown.
What the fuck, Blake?
Blake, are you on the NyQuil too?
Are you on the mic? Well,
are you all right, Blake? Do you need medical
sure
attention?
about that?
yeah.
You sure about Final Countdown?
You having a fucking stroke, buddy?
Motorhead. Lemmy is a legend, don't get me wrong, but
Ace of Spades.
I don't know if they would crack top 20 for me, even though that's my
I don't-
favorite wrestling entrance is the game.
I guarantee they wouldn't crack the top 100 for me.
Oh, wow.
Banger songs, but like there's not one album where like, oh, this is great. Like not a fucking little bit.
And here's one for me that's probably my top 20. This was one of two of my first CDs that I purchased was Ice Cube, and the other one was good Lord. I can't remember the second CD.
Yeah.
Urban Dance Squad. Never mind. It was Urban Dance Squad. So Urban Dance Squad and Ice Cube the Predator. Oh, Wicked on this fucking song. Holy shit. Ice Cube was so fucking good. And here's one, honorable mentions, man. I had a hard time. I really wanted to get Korn on this list, but I was having a hard time narrowing down which album would have that 3 criteria for me to sit there and then push it above the other albums.
Not even Freak on a Leash did it for you. That's usually what does it for a lot of folks. That's why I'm asking.
That's when it's good, but then it cracked to where I was like the other albums that I had listed already in my top 5.
I'm gonna go and live on this mountain, but Korn's first album, their self-titled album, fucking their best. Like, hands down, their best. Issues was good, don't get me wrong, but
I only dabbled in the Korn.
Iced Earth. I can't tell you that I remember listening to a whole lot of Iced Earth. Frank the Cure's. Okay, Burn is their only good album.
Sammy sounds pissed.
You were correct.
Sammy sounds
pissed. It's not because it's either he's happy, sad, pissed, not satisfied, or he is satisfied with the food.
Okay, so Sammy's just experiencing emotion at some level on the spectrum.
Yeah, but there's no Cure album for Feathers. It's only the Burn on the Crow soundtrack. That's the only good thing they've ever done.
That's rough. Yes, James Lucas. Zach had this on there. He would agree with you if he were live and in person.
There's that too.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there you go. Robin Tower Bridge of Sighs. Either one of you guys know that one?
I don't know that one.
Got me on that one, Alfred. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood.
That album does have a handful of bangers.
And then Mine from Hell comes in with just a torrent here. So
holy shit.
The Who, Tommy, that was on Jeff's list. Asia Beach Boys.
Pet
Interesting.
Sounds fire album. That's a good.
Pet Sounds, Blue Murder. Cheap Trick, Heaven Tonight. Faith fucking No More. Get out of here. Mime? No.
Faith
no. But Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. That was definitely on my list, man. I'm choosing Maiden, Peace of Mind.
And the Police is the entire catalog.
I'm assuming the entire catalog.
The entire catalog. Everything that Sting did with the Police.
I had Sting. He was up there. He was in my top 20. And as Sting, not as the Police.
Oh, solo.
Dream of a Blue Turtle was the one. I'm like, man, if I'm going to recommend Sting, is it going to be this one?
I think next time we do soundtracks, I'm going to do the Tarzan soundtrack. Get some Phil Collins in there.
Work some Phil Collins in there. Bob Dylan, Desire's Great. From Sammy.
Dylan. Woo!
Bear 11 come with Led Zeppelin. Because I was wondering if somebody was going to have Zeppelin on theirs.
Zeppelin bounced on and off my list several times. It was really hard to pick one album with them. That was really my last hang up with it. Is like, do you go with 3? You go with like, there's so many good ones.
Helmet, Betty. I think a Helmet. I think of Unsung. Maybe a different Helmet. Helmet with a U is what I'm thinking of. Alpha Red, 2112, Rush. Frankie, here's another one, man. Fucking White Zombie.
Whoa.
I was having a hard time trying to work him in, but yeah, La Sexistro, and then Astro Creep 2000 for me. Yep, Green Day Dookie. I was thinking American Idiot. American Idiot's on that Dookie album, right? Or is that its own album?
That's its own album.
I think I'm thinking Dookie.
That was like
when I'd recommend.
2003.
Yeah, it'd have been Dookie for me.
Did you know that Dookie or that Green Day album is the highest independent record ever sold, like profit wise? Half that album is Reprise Records, the other one is their own album label.
Interesting.
Really fucking weird. Yeah.
Oswald Pie's Daddy Mia again. Kissed.
I don't know what that means. What is that?
That's the best album cover for him for sure. Pie.
Yeah, fucking
Disturb.
That album.
I mean, I've seen Disturb in several concerts. 2 concerts minimum. I think 3.
3 total for me for that I've seen Disturbed, and like every time was a good time.
Jacob Rail for that Elvis Presley. Clapton. Talk Ride the Lightning. Ozzy.
Oxy.
Look out.
Jacob, those are pretty good. I'm glad we got Jacob in the mix now. I'm glad Chad brought him into the folds.
Me too.
Folds.
Jacob's cool too.
Rise Against, Appeal to Reason. I don't know if I know that Rise Against. I know Rise Against, but I don't know their specific albums yet.
I definitely do not.
No, Brian King. Yep. White Zombie. 100% man. Rob Zombie's just so fucking good. And the fact that, White Zombie kind of got into legal issues and then went to Rob Zombie, you really couldn't tell a difference, except I think it got better, honestly.
Yeah.
I've seen them in concert several fucking times.
Oh, yeah.
First 4 Ghetto Boys albums. Yeah, I agree. I don't remember anything after 3, honestly. I remember the 4th album.
I'm surprised I didn't see anybody bring up the Vandals. In all honesty, that's another punk band that goes way back.
Well, you got another 33 chats to go through, so who knows? We might.
No, I didn't start them. It's not there.
It's not there. Okay.
It's not there. I'm cutting it off after this one. By the way, War Choice, congratulations.
Oh yeah, we're at the 2-hour mark over here.
We're at the 2-hour and 3-minute mark.
We did it.
Yeah, Dire Straits, Brother in Arms.
That's a good one. I thought about that.
Run DMC, Raising Hell and Tough and Leather. Yeah, Run DMC was definitely on that. Oh, Live, Lightning Crashes, Northern Romance.
I really like Live. Lightning
really
Crashes
like
is
Live.
good, but I think Throwing Copper is better in my book.
I'm From Hell coming out with some more bangers over there. Like Eliminator, ZZ Top. Pretty damn good.
Solid one. That's a fucking great album.
Yeah, Jacob, to highlight Jacob again. Yeah, Slipknot, basically anything, I would agree. It's one of the, it's hard narrowing down a lot of these there's so many fucking good bands and then narrowing them down to an album.
Oh man,
there's more Dire Straits there.
But I mean, everybody has like one of those things where we have a band and every album they put out, we enjoy all of it. You know what I mean? There's one band for everybody that like we love these people making music, and like that album and the next album is just one of those things. Everybody has that one band. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Soundgarden over here.
Soundgarden's good. Anything Chris Cornell, really.
Yeah.
But then James Lucas with Dead Milkman.
Fuck, when he led Rage Against the Machine or whatever the fuck the band was called. God damn.
That's actually a good album, Brian King.
Jagged Little Pill is good. That is a good album.
So just trying to quickly go down to 9 Inch Nails, Broken from Headcanon there.
Fucking A Cotton.
Yep.
That's gooder. That's gooder.
The Cult from Papa Kukovic.
Okay.
Little Firewoman on there.
The Cramps.
But yeah,
Interesting.
We can keep going on as you guys are bringing. Thanks for engaging, because
absolutely,
guys are getting some bangers. So then we're not going to do honorable mentions unless we had to hit it in there already.
Yeah, obviously from the engagement, I definitely say this one was a success and well worth looking into a part 2 at some point in the future.
Soundtracks, maybe.
Huh?
Soundtracks.
I think live albums probably and soundtracks.
Okay.
You want to do a live one, and then soundtracks we could revisit because we've done
soundtracks once.
We've done one of those.
Yep. I think we'd want to do live next since we did soundtracks once.
Yeah.
But again, we don't know what our topic is going to be next week.
throw it on the list and we'll discuss it.
We'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
Let's do some plugging there, gentlemen.
Plug it up.
I guess I'll go first. I have no idea what I got coming up other than my rumbling and ranting on Monday. I don't have any guests lined up. Probably just going to be me. Duarte was kind of just a random one-off as far as that went. I want to put out some more content. That's kind of just, I'm doing that shoot over here, put that out, maybe do another YouTube thingy. But as far as lives go, I'm good. I know Shane's doing something Friday, so I'll shout Shane out.
Yeah, Shane's doing a double two shows, doing his regular one and then a midnight one. Yeah,
he's doing that midnight deal. So I'll shout out Shane there, and I'll pop that into the socials over here.
Talib here. I like this covers.
Yeah,
that is definitely a conversation I've had with some coworkers. A covers album or a covers top would be that's a good one. We'll put that in the list.
So Shane's show is at 5 Central, and the other one's going to be at midnight. You can catch Shane, fucking myself, and Woody there on the afternoon. I don't know about the night one, but I've been doing that with him for the last 3 weeks or so. So I guess I'm part of that.
That's all I had.
Check out Figure Fight Club tomorrow. Support Duarte. He's going to be on there. He's going to be talking about all of his things. I think that's at 8 Eastern. No, 8 Central. I'm really bad at times. I'm sorry, guys. What else? All of my video shit still isn't working, so don't expect any fucking reviews from me soon. My Ghostbuster Ecto 1 thing got corrupted when I tried to upload it and do it right, but so fuck me.
There's Abby right there.
Hey, Abby.
9 p.m. Eastern.
9 p.m. Eastern. There you go.
So, 8 Central, you were right.
Tuesday, open mic. I've been hanging out there because why not? So when you see us there, come see us there. That's about all I can think of.
Mikey, what you got?
Oh, yeah. Well, Sunday morning, Dad and I are doing an episode of Couple of Kooks.
When's that?
Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And then at 11, the 3D printing podcast is going to, their normal time. So we're going to get the first slot. Maybe we'll see a couple people in the chat. Maybe it'll just be Dad and I rapping for a couple of hours. But we're going to talk about the future of a Couple of Kooks, what we're planning, what we want to talk about. We're going to go into the details on these kits that we're doing.
Gotcha.
That he's done the sculpting for and printing for. So we're going to go over the details of that, as well as just some future projects that we're excited to talk about. Long overdue. We haven't done a show in some time, so Dad and I are looking forward to that. So I hope some of you will be there to engage with us.
Is it on your channel, Mike?
That'll be on my channel. Like I said, Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central. So that's a big 10 for you East Coasters.
Hell yeah!
I
think that's it. And then next week, is it on my channel or Jeff's channel?
Yours.
I could never keep track. Yeah.
Yours next week. Yeah.
Hey, it'll be mine next week. And what topic? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Heyo.
Much love to chat. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Game over, man. It's game over. Eat my short.
Go fuck yourself. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Flush that turd down the drain. Avenge me! Avenge me!
Thank you. Thank you.